At its core, your computer only speaks machine language. It is a dense, complex system of ones and zeros. Unless you know exactly how to format those numbers, there is a massive communication barrier between you and your hardware. To bridge that gap, we need to hire a universal translator. That translator is Python. Python steps directly between you and the computer, taking your plain text instructions and converting them into the exact machine code your hardware needs to function. There are dozens of programming languages you could choose from, but Python is incredibly popular for beginners because its syntax is clean. It relies on the structure of everyday English rather than a library of confusing symbols. Look at this classic Space Invader screen. Once you know how to write instructions in Python, you can build interactive games like this, analyze massive sets of data, or build custom web applications. Today, we have a simple three-part mission. We are going to download the translator, set up your digital workspace, and successfully write your very first message to the computer. You are learning how to clearly format a conversation so the computer can do the heavy lifting for you. We start with the terminal, or command prompt, depending on your system. Think of the terminal as a direct, unfiltered radio line to your computer's operating system, bypassing all the visual menus and folders you normally click on. To see if our translator is already in the building, open your terminal and type 2 words, Python-version. If you are using a Windows computer, you will likely get an error. Windows rarely comes with Python pre-installed, so you'll need to download the installer from python.org. When you open the Windows installer window, look closely at the bottom. You must check Add Python to Path. This adds Python to your computer's internal phone book, allowing the system to use the translator from any folder. On a Mac or Linux machine, your computer often has an older version of Python already baked in. You might just need to run a quick update to get to Python 3. The terminal is great for quick commands, but difficult for organizing long paragraphs of code. For that, we need a code editor, a specialized notepad designed just for writing code. Good editors use syntax highlighting. As you type, the editor automatically color codes your text, making it much easier to read instructions and spot spelling mistakes. Quick quiz: A, the editor, or B, the interpreter? The answer is B. The editor is just where you write. With the interpreter ready to translate and the code editor ready for your notes, you have all the tools you need to start building. Let's test the equipment. Create a new folder on your computer for your projects. Open your code editor, create a blank file, and save it exactly as helloworld.py. That .py file extension is a digital handshake. It tells your computer, everything in this specific file is meant strictly for the Python translator. Inside that file, we write one line of code. We start with the word print. This command tells the screen to display what comes next. Next, we add parentheses and quotation marks to lock in the exact text you want the computer to speak. Save the file and run it. When you see your message output directly to the screen, take a second to celebrate. You just wrote your first working program. Right now, let's learn how to troubleshoot. Go back to your code, delete one quotation mark, and run the program again. This traceback error message acts like a specific map. It points to the exact line of code where the translator got confused, so you can go in and fix the typo. Encountering errors and fixing them is a normal, expected part of this new conversation. Now that the ice is broken and your workspace is ready, the computer is waiting for your next instruction.